Everything changed on September 11, 2001. 9/11 sent a wake-up call to the world. Competition for a diminishing supply of oil fanned terrorism, brought troops to Iraq, and altered the world economy. The growing demand for fossil fuel is quickly outstripping supply. Developing nations like China and India now scramble to secure energy for their growing economies. For the first time, world leaders realize that we will eventually run out of oil. According to research done at Stanford University, the competition for oil will most likely lead to growing global conflicts, of which the Gulf War, 9/11, and the current war in Iraq are just the first 3 skirmishes. For most Americans, the world oil crisis can be felt directly in their own gas tank and wallet. The Consumer Federation of America calculates that the gasoline bill for the average American household has doubled in the last decade and continues to rise. As gasoline prices go up, everything else goes up. Growing concern about energy security and the environment is bringing a wave of political activity from both sides of the aisle. Federal and state lawmakers are enacting mandates and incentives to reduce oil dependency. As an incentive, the government offers federal production tax credits, investment tax credits, accelerated depreciation, and state tax incentives to spur the development of renewable energy. 24 states and the District of Columbia have already enacted renewable portfolio standards that obligate suppliers to deliver up to 25% of their energy production from renewable sources. In 2006, 3 bills became law in the state of California. They require utility companies to meet greenhouse gas limits, making California the first state to put a cap on greenhouse gas emissions. Market research done at the University of California, Berkeley indicates that many electric customers are willing to pay a premium, if given a chance, to purchase renewable energy or green power. Automakers and government leaders see electric power as the best way to shift away from oil dependency because it can be generated from a variety of renewable sources. First-generation hybrid vehicles like the Prius paved the way to plug-in hybrids that double the fuel economy by using more electric power. In addition to the consumer cost saving, these plug-in hybrids also help automakers meet corporate average fuel economy, or CAFE standards, set by the National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration and given to the EPA for enforcement to improve automotive efficiency. These standards are set to increase by 4% annually. In the near future, utility companies will have to generate more renewable electric power in order to meet the growing demand for plug-in hybrids and also meet government emission standards. Clean renewable electric power appears the most likely solution to the world's oil dilemma and future transportation needs. But in some cases, the generation of electricity presents other problems. Environmentalists strongly object to the use of nuclear power, and pollution from coal plants is a major contributor to greenhouse gases and global warming. Solar and wind power are attractive alternatives, but do not currently provide a consistent and cost-effective source of renewable energy. But an increasing source of low-cost electricity comes from hot water. This geothermal well uses magma-heated water from the Earth's core to produce an economical and virtually unlimited source of electricity with 0 emissions, a more practical source of clean, renewable energy that has been underutilized, even though it may be lying just beneath our feet. A comprehensive new study done at MIT found that mining the huge amounts of heat that reside in the Earth's hard rock crust could supply a substantial portion of the electricity the United States will need in the future.
Potential is enormous here. It's enormous all through, the western U.S. for electricity, or if we drill deep enough, for electricity throughout the U.S. We're talking about fairly low temperature. There's a large area in the U.S. that contains water with those temperatures. With the increase in oil prices, we're seeing an improvement in government policies. We're seeing an interest in the utilities to generate green power. We're seeing much more capital. It's become a world business and a world market.
New technology and an innovative development strategy have made it possible to rapidly develop geothermal power plants at smaller, lower temperature sites.
The only one of the renewable energies that is a baseload energy is geothermal. Geothermal runs 24 hours a day. It doesn't stop. It's always there. It doesn't require the sun, doesn't require wind. They're always running.
Engineering professor Jefferson Tester said, now that energy concerns have resurfaced, an opportunity exists for the U.S. to pursue the enhanced geothermal system option aggressively to meet long-term national needs. Southern California Edison, recognized for delivering the highest percentage of renewable energy in the country, uses more geothermal energy than any other renewable. In fact, 3 times more geothermal than wind, and over 10 times more geothermal energy than solar.
In my opinion, geothermal has the greatest potential and is the most economically viable of the renewable resources.
The development of geothermal energy will provide a long-term and inexpensive source of clean electricity in order to meet the growing demand for plug-in hybrids and also meet government emission standards. Advanced plug-in hybrids are a significant leap forward and are very different from today's hybrids. For example, the Chevy Volt, anticipated for release in 2010, is an advanced plug-in hybrid that runs mainly on electricity and only uses gasoline occasionally. Second-generation hybrids can run primarily on electricity at about 60 cents per equivalent gallon, while filling the gas tank only about 5 times a year. The vehicle is propelled entirely by a more powerful electric motor. New lithium-ion batteries store enough energy to drive up to 40 miles. An electric generator is powered by a small motorcycle-sized engine that is turned on only when needed to recharge the batteries while driving. Advanced plug-ins like the Chevy Volt can achieve gas economy of 150 miles a gallon or higher in city driving. They can drive their first 40 miles in all-electric mode, then continue on in hybrid mode, generating their own electric power on board as needed. A study done by the Department of Transportation shows that more than 75% of Americans live within 20 miles of where they work, meaning the Volt would get them to the office and back on 100% electric power with no direct emissions. The Plug-in Hybrid Development Consortium has played a key role in accelerating both plug-in hybrid technology and building political support and tax credits. Consortium members have made significant contributions to plug-in hybrids, including lithium-ion batteries by A123 Systems and high-power electric motor drives by Raser Technologies. One company is uniquely positioned to participate in the growing demand for both plug-in hybrid vehicles and renewable geothermal energy. Raser Technologies recently announced its well-to-wheel strategy to deliver clean geothermal energy and innovative vehicle technology to power plug-in hybrids. This strategy is born from a natural synergy of Raser's 2 main business segments, integrating power generation and transportation. This powerful well-to-wheel strategy positions Raser as an emerging key player in the nation's new energy plan. Surprisingly, many of the answers to the world's energy and transportation needs may come from a relatively unknown Utah company, delivering new technology powered by a clean, renewable source of energy that has been waiting just beneath our feet.